Midnight Racecraft.
And I'm Apex Zero. Today we are here to show you Midnight Racecraft Raceway. The track that is an absolute mouthful to say, but it is a wonderful track to actually be finally presenting. It's been a long time coming for this track. We built this track, what, maybe 2 years ago now?
Year and a half, 2 years ago, yes. We've been sitting here waiting and
Waiting for me to get a PS4, even though I'm a broke man and I can't afford one. So now we're just sharing the same one. It all works.
yep.
As there's a wonderful cave noise. Brilliant. Anyways, this track. Let's get to it.
Yes.
So, as I said, this track's been on the back burner for a while. And getting to finally present it, it's kind of a relief. We put a lot of work into this track, a lot of details into it. As you can see, all the curbing is here, the cars are here, the grandstands, the lighting, the big neon signs. Everything is here, including even the pit boxes, pit spaces, ambulances, pace cars, and of course the obligatory VIP area.
When we built this track, there was a team of three of us. We had Apex Zero here. He was designing the track. He was the track designer. He built the actual layout, put down the curbing, designed the way the cars flowed. I was on the architecture team. I put together the walls, the signs, the grandstands, the VIP booth, the pit area. I did that. Fanman was our redstone engineer. He's the one who really wired up everything here. He made the lighting possible, which without him, we would still be working on it today. So
yeah, we'd still have redstone on the top of our wall looking absolutely hideous.
Thank you, Fanman. Huge shout out. Anyway, so the team of three of us are still together. We're looking forward to building our next racetrack, which hopefully we can bring you soon. But today we're here to talk about this one. And yeah, just in general, I love the way this track flows. It feels like it could be a real racetrack. The cars are a little bit in the way, but those...
Yeah, the cars are also a little bit slightly big for this racetrack. This was more of a kind of running around like this and flying mode racetrack. The cars were a bit of a afterthought for it as far as size is concerned. Our next track will be addressing this issue.
Yes.
And I wish I could take that line because that's a really fun part of the track and I have to go through the sand trap.
This is a really fun track to run around on. You know, it took us, I want to say, what, 2-3 days to build this?
Yeah, about 3 days to build this, and that's about 6 hours of gaming each. So.
Yep. We probably put over 30 man hours into this. So it did take us a while, but it was well worth it, and I'm so happy we're finally presenting this today.
And also, the one thing we did from this track that's completely new, from especially our last track that we have on MCC Crafting's channel, is we have a legitimate infield now. Yeah, we have the whole pretty much shebang here. We have all the merchandise booths, the fountains, the walkways, the diners, even though they're not exactly named at the current moment in time. Bathrooms, flag stand, pretty much everything. And our kind of much improved area from last time is our VIP area. We actually have a little patio for them to come out now, kind of a miniature little grandstand if they want to watch down the front straightaway and into the pits. And then we can bring up the inventory again. That's going to be a thing in our videos. One time I need to mess up and bring up the inventory. But our VIP area has been much improved.
Yes.
During our last racetrack, it was rather bland. It was really white, really boring, and it just... I mean, it was kind of cool, especially as far as the overhang of the pits goes, which, again, we've used in this one because it's just cool to look down over the pits and the track.
A lot of this was inspired from Formula One. A lot of the way we designed the VIP area, the pit boxes, the cars themselves even, have a trace of Formula One in them. Even the racetrack itself, yes, it has a crossover, but I mean, Suzuka has a crossover for crying out loud. So,
Yeah, it's a legitimate bridge. It's not like it's an intersection for a figure of eight.
this whole track was kind of inspired by Formula One. Um,
Although we were a little bit lost on what to do with the VIP booth, we just
yes,
kind of made it a kind of lounging area and sort of seating to see over the track. I mean, it's not the greatest view from over here. That would probably have to be handed to one of the grandstands, actually. I'd almost say turn one has the best view.
yes,
Considering,
it probably does. For seating positions, this is probably the single most challenging part of this racetrack if it were to be used in real life. So, grandstands here would be probably some of the best seating in the
and the whole,
track.
yeah, during the whole track. Because, I mean, as you can see here, you can see through turn one and turn two, and out of through turn three and out of it, too, into the little chicane that we got there. So that is one thing we had to take into consideration when we were making this tracks and where to put the grandstands. What would make a good viewing situation? Like for this one, for example, we can see down out of turn three, through the chicane, turn five, and into turn six. And if we went over that way, you could probably see over the bridge and down the straightaway. But we also designed this track as a spectacle place. And it's not just entirely for, running around, and it's meant to have a racetrack-ish feel. I mean, yeah, we could have put it in a parking lot and a bunch of other stuff like that. Trees would be nice.
That will all be addressed in our next racetrack when we build it, which
We,
that will be coming eventually.
yes, and we're going to pull up Polyphony Digital and just say it's coming soon. Look for it in the next 5 years.
um, but look for us to start uploading videos on a more regular basis. Yes, I put out an intro video,
A long
what,
time ago.
almost 6 months ago now, and that was supposed to be our kickoff of the new channel. Things came up, things happened.
Things got
We
complicated. We
now
had a slight divorce.
now we are getting back into things. I'm going to be start making YouTube videos on a more regular basis. Look for Minecraft to be uploaded every Friday. Look for racing videos to be uploaded every Tuesday or Wednesday.
And that will range everything from, Dirt Rally to either the F1 games coming out soon, Gran Turismo Sport whenever that comes out, Project Cars, driving games in general. That's really what we want to get on this channel is the automotive
There may
side.
even be a little bit of Grand Theft Auto in there, depending on how good the races are out there. So look for that. Um, you know, but anyway, we're gonna put up a couple short montage videos while we get set up for the next set of, or for the next little bit of this video. So enjoy that, and we'll see you guys in a second.
Yeah, because this track isn't all that meets the eye. There are some hidden things around this track.
We'll see you in a second.
Welcome back to our little Easter egg reveal that we're going to have for this track. As you might have noticed, we have horsies, because that's what we usually use whenever we're going around a racetrack, whenever we're in survival. However, there's also not an Easter egg not too far away, and it would actually be in our little pace car right here that we have at the front of the grid.
This
Fun.
is my house that I built.
A little bit compact, isn't it?
Yes, and very noisy, apparently.
How do you sleep at night with all that noise? Well, actually, I used to live next to horses. I know how that works.
It's very, very.
Very compact, very discreet location, as are all of these Easter eggs, more or less. I've just now noticed that pace car is also touching the wall.
That is
Brilliant
some
parking
expert
job.
parking on that.
Yeah, the brilliant parking job. Not gonna lie, you got it nice and close to the garage and touching the wall and everything.
Yeah.
Whoever's driving that pace car is a pro. Tell you what.
Anyway,
We also have another couple of Easter eggs on this track. One of them being right over here in turn 1 and 2 grandstands. If we go to the back here, we see there's already a door open because I forgot to close that last time through. All these doors are open. Wonderful!
this is the hallway of doors, also known as Fanman's house.
The tube of doors. That's how I like to call it. Because it feels like you're going through a tube. What is down here anyways? What is
That
this?
is a unfinished part. This would just be the
Ah.
service tunnels, pretty much.
Right.
It's
Anyways.
unfinished, on everything. So,
We're not getting out of that video, are we?
no.
Anyways, tube of doors, as I like to call it, is Fanman's house of a grandstand. Anyways, bit compact for what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, but he actually made a optimum use of the space that we gave him.
Yeah, this isn't exactly the biggest grandstands either. Whenever we get out here and actually get up here, this isn't exactly the widest of grandstands. I mean, you only had from wall to wall, and you didn't use that space too badly, actually, I don't think.
No. You got to keep in mind that all these places also had redstone running under them, through them, wherever, when we were building them. So when the guys actually got in there and actually built these, they had to deal with the redstone.
Yeah, and we couldn't really build on that. So that was a bit of a problem. And then the third little Easter egg that we have over here is right by our fountain in the infield. You might have already noticed the doors, or not the doors, but the windows on the far side of the pond that we have here in the last part of the video. That leads to my little house, which is through a pressure plated door, hallway of chests because storage, and into my cozy little abode, which is slightly dark. But I couldn't really do anything about that because of, well, grandstands. The only reason I was able to get that light in there above the sink is that's part of the grandstand that keeps the top half of that lit around the kind of apex of turn 6 back there. But there's also one more Easter egg on this little track that we have, and it's getting trapped by doors, apparently. Brilliant! And that would be our VIP booth. It's a shout out to someone in particular, although slightly unintentional, I think. Was that intentional, Fallen?
No, actually it wasn't. The color palette was picked by random, but
It can be used as a shout out towards a certain person, and you know your color scheme, sir. You know who we're talking about. You know who you are.
and thank you for getting our YouTube channel started. You kind of were my inspiration, so
Yeah, you're kind of both of our inspirations. You're the inspiration behind this channel, sir. So, shout out to you in the form of slightly lacking VIP booth. We might have to make that better next time around. Use the same color palette almost.
yeah, we'll consider it.
Or we could try to integrate these color schemes, which I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that.
We'll figure it out. Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much the little bit that we had to show here for our Easter eggs. But I personally want to say thank you very much for coming in here and watching this video. Like I said earlier, we will be uploading more frequently. So we look forward to entertaining you.
Yeah, I hope you guys like this racetrack. We put a lot of effort into this, a lot of small details. I think what really makes this racetrack special is that it has the small details like the houses and the grandstands, which, unless you go back here and look at the windows, they're really not that noticeable. I mean, especially in your house, the pace car. The only way you would know that that's there is through the front windshield, really. I mean, you don't have a door, and Fatman's is just kind of also out there. He doesn't really have a door as far as getting into it from the inside of the track or anywhere else, really. I mean, he has that, which is on the outside of the track and not really noticeable, but it does put you right inside of his house. So,
Hmm. But like I said, thank you guys for watching this video. We're gonna leave you with just a couple more short clips leading to the end of the video. Um, any last words you got?
no, I think we've pretty much summed up this racetrack. I mean, there's not much else that I can think of that we haven't covered already.
But like I said several times already, thank you, and we will see you guys again in the next video. Please enjoy these last couple of little bits here, and yeah. Um, if
Uh,
you have any extra criticism for us, quick.
Make it constructive. Don't say you suck because I say so. You will get blocked from the channel so
any,
quick, it's not even funny.
yeah. So, but like I said, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
All right. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, guys. And as far as we go, this is Apex, and I'm out.